great pleasure that I joined you this evening, and it is with even greater pleasure that I receive this award. And I do appreciate enormously the fact that the organizers of this ceremony this evening gave me the greatest pleasure of rescheduling the event. The event was to take place not today, but on Monday. But I could not come on Monday. And the minister was very generous, out of his deep friendship for me, to accept that the ceremony would be taken forward. And we have it tonight. And I'm here, and I'm delighted that I'm here. And I thank you very much for that. It is always very satisfying to have one's efforts recognized, and this is no exception. However, we all know that while distinctions such as these are nominally bestowed on an individual, they invariably reflect the collective effort of all who work in the organization or company the individual serves or works for. And that is certainly the case this evening. They said that this is a ceremony for the award of Oscars in shipping. Fine. If this is the case, then speeches should be as short as possible. The actor or the actress comes up, a beautiful lady, give him or her the Oscar, they take it, and then they thank the producer, the director, the fellow actors, their mom, their dad, their dog, their cat, and they sit down. If this were a ceremony to award Oscars. But why should we not call it a ceremony to award Nobel Prizes in shipping? If it is a ceremony to award Nobel Prizes, then instead of short speeches, the winner delivers a lecture. And that's what I have written here. But don't worry, I'm not going to read it out. So once again, congratulations to all of them. When I was rehearsing my speech this evening, my daughter, I think we came with our daughter Chantal. I don't see her now, but I was told that, yes, she said, I'll desert you, Dad, for one evening. I want to go and sit with my Turkish friends. Fair enough. So while I was rehearsing my speech, she said, Dad, you can't read all. It's a long speech. This is a dinner opportunity. This is a ceremony. So I decided, okay, once again, she's right. Once again, I'm wrong. And I will shorten my speech as much as possible. One of the previous speakers was very kind, to say that I might not fade, but I may stay in shipping, and how right he was. Because, as you know, once in shipping, you're always in shipping. And shipping is in our genes, is in our DNA, is the destiny of our families. So I was moved when you, sir, in your age of 87, you said what you had to say, that if you love shipping, you stay in shipping forever. And how proud should we be of the fact that we have chosen in our professional lives to serve shipping. I am one of those. I have not regretted my decision to dedicate my life in shipping. And in my capacity as Secretary General, I cannot tell you how proud I am that I am the Chancellor of the World Maritime University and the Chairman of the Board of Directors of the International Maritime Law Institute in Malta. But here we have the most distinguished of the graduates of the university, Minister Yildirim. And how proud you have made the university and the alumni that they can consider you as one of them. I feel privileged to have had a long association with IMO, an organization that has espoused high ambitions, has set high standards of excellence, and has had since its inception the good fortune and ability to deliver an admirable record of achievement. This has been due to the vision, the foresight, the diligence, prudence, dedication, commitment, and sheer hard work of so many, both among our member governments and observer organizations and within the Secretariat. You'll, I trust, understand me, therefore, if I crave your indulgence by extending my thanks to all of them, IMO's member governments and the Secretariat and the observer delegations, and confirming that in spirit, at least, this great honor that you give me today, you share with all of them. IMO is nothing if not a collaborative endeavor. Let me, you see I'm passing all these pages. Let me share with you some personal feelings. And these are that while singing my swan song in this, the most beautiful of all cities in the world, let me say how much I appreciate the support, cooperation, and understanding I have received from Turkey throughout my tenure in office, and how much I and my family as a whole have enjoyed the friendship extended to us and many, many other courtesies by our Turkish friends, the hosts every time we come to this beautiful country and this beautiful city. Thank you very much. When I go, I'll take with me the fondest of memories of great friends, good people, great servants of shipping, and great supporters of IMO. In a few weeks' time, we'll go to Durban in South Africa for the next round of consultations within the framework of the United Nations Convention on Climate Change. And there I hope that Turkey, as has always done, will support IMO, that IMO continues being entrusted with the reduction and control of greenhouse gas emissions from shipping. Turkey played a positive and constructive role when the matter was discussed at IMO in July of this year. And I thank you once again for that. And on the issue of piracy, while I'm thankful and grateful and appreciative of the decision of many governments, either individually or collectively, working under the umbrella of political or defense alliances, the European Union or NATO, for sending naval ships and military aircraft to support the anti-piracy campaign off the coast of Somalia, let me say a big thank you to Turkey for having done so. Your ship is of great help, and everybody appreciates that. And I remember, my dear Minister Yildirim, when a few years ago you had invited here in Istanbul your fellow transport ministers from many countries around the region. It was a most commendable initiative. And at that time there was a Turkish bulk carrier with 25 Turkish seafarers that had been taken captive by pirates, and how worried you were, and how concerned, and how determined you were to bring the matter in a successful conclusion, which you did. So congratulations. So, ladies and gentlemen, shipping has a history and a tradition that very few other industries can match. And yet, it remains as relevant to the modern world as it has ever been. Perhaps even more so, because without it, today's global economy simply could not exist and be sustained. The legacy that we should therefore seek to hand on should be one of unity with all stakeholders, governments, ship owners and seafarers working harmoniously together to serve the industry and through it serve international seaborne trade and the world economy. A comprehensive, coordinated approach aimed at achieving safety, security and environmental protection in maritime transportation, thereby allowing shipping to make a valuable contribution to sustainable development, is something of a sacred mission. It has given me enormous satisfaction to devote my career towards achieving it, and it gives me great pleasure to have these efforts recognized this evening in the form of this beautiful award. Many thanks again for bestowing on me these coveted awards, and best wishes to the Golden Anchor institution to continue thriving in the future. And turning to you once again, dear Minister, thank you for your friendship. And through you, thank you, Turkey. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. General Secretary. I would also like to give you your award. Thank you. It's an honor to have you here in Turkey, and we will never forget you. That's for sure.